turn it down. What's up? It's your girl Berry. You are riding with the berries. Yes, it's Berry with the I and not a Y. Yes. So today, you guys, I have a special guest, a good friend of mine. What you go by? Rudy?
Rude.
Okay. Rudy. Yes. Rudy, how are you tonight?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm feeling the vibes, and I'm really, honored to be on the show. This first show, man. Let's pop this shit off.
She need to go to the mic. Okay. Let me move back. You got it. Go ahead, baby. Okay. All right. Little interruptions, intermissions, that's how it goes. Yeah. Anywho, be yourself. Mm-hmm. We're going to have fun. It's YouTube, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, tweet, tell your friends, tell your sister, tell your neighbors. Riding with Berry show. This is our first show, you guys. So you guys support. Make sure you subscribe.
Let's do it. We got to support each other. Let's do this, man.
Now listen, it's rules in my car now.
What's the rules?
Rule number 1, if you drop it, get it up.
There you go. I can do that.
If you waste it, wipe that shit up.
Bet.
Okay?
Bet.
All right. So tell the people about yourself. They already know me. Tell the people about yourself.
Yeah, I like that simultaneous laugh too. But now I'm a regular Joe. You feel me? My professions right now is basically personal training, nutrition, and sports marketing. And
I know I saw you on YouTube. Not YouTube. I'm sorry, on Instagram.
Yeah.
I saw you flexing. You look good. I was thinking about hitting you up to get in the gym, but Barry ain't got time for that.
I can make a plan for anybody. Don't matter. And I'm more holistic anyway. Also on the other side, I have a love for music, so I do consult with independent artists, here and there. But my main thing is trying to connect sports and media, sports with music. It's already connected together. I just want to.
So you put your girl on. You know I got bars.
Let's do it. You
know I got some bars, right? I can live. I just playing. I ain't got no bars. She better not hit my shit. Okay. So today, you guys, is November 3rd, Election Day. Did you vote? I know I didn't. I'm sorry. It's just not my thing, I'm sorry. I'm just not into the whole voting thing, especially, with a lot that's going on right now, whatnot. It's just not me. So I have you to bring insight and to help me get a better understanding, maybe, next year I'll be in the thing, voting or whatever it gets to be.
Understandable.
So did you go vote?
Honestly, no. I have the right to vote, but my understanding, I vote for Obama when he came through, and that was like my first time voting ever. It was like the greatest experience I was in college at the time. So I was actually at a college that was a private college, so it was predominantly white. And the uproar they had when Obama was elected president, it was just crazy. Like, I have never been called nigga until that day by a white guy. I never seen that many white people that was crazy and mad. I was just so excited to listen to Jeezy, my president is black.
I know, it was real lit, because they was playing in the club, like, they was like really, really lit when he did, make it or whatnot.
What happened the next 8 years?
I don't know what happened. Y'all voted for Trump.
Not much of anything. Not much of anything happened 8 years after that, And I realized that I was so excited for having the opportunity to vote for the first black president. I didn't even realize that he was just the image of black people being great, but not really dedicating anything towards the black community.
So you don't think that he did anything for us?
For the black community specifically, no. If anything that
he found Bin Laden, right?
That had nothing to do with the black community. And again, with that, I don't really like to speak on that, because I was a military soldier, so I have a different aspect when it comes to 9/11. But when it comes to blaming Osama bin Laden or the Afghanistan people, what they went through, because I have two sides to each story when it comes to wars. You know what I mean? So I don't know all the secrets, so no, I won't pass judgment, but I just know that there were so many battle buddies that personally I lost on this side of the fence,
Okay.
but I can't speak on like anger or hatred I have for them because I don't understand their story.
Okay.
And I know how our government is nowadays. I know they'll paint a picture that will lead to propaganda, lead to you thinking a certain type of way, and it not be the truth.
So, what was your reason for not voting this year?
Well, this year I have standards now when it comes to electing or giving my voice towards a certain side. And before I just wanted to be like, hey, I voted and be proud. But now, if the person I'm voting for is not doing certain 5 things that is helping me personally as a black man in my black community, I'm not voting for them. One is mass incarceration. You know what I mean? I got too many.
That's why I
partners.
don't. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's
Yes,
why
sir.
I don't. You know, because I stand for my convicted felons, and I'm just like, well, I ain't gonna say stand for them, but I stand with them. I'm not a convicted felon though, but
I mean, you gotta think about it. Sometimes this person was sentenced to be a convicted felon because he had to take a plea deal because he didn't have enough money to get an attorney to
True.
get him off the same white collar crime that a white person who had money would have had, or a person who had money in that situation would have been able
so
to do.
why take away their right to vote? They're still human. I mean, they can't vote because they're a convicted felon.
There's people who are caught with marijuana in the state of Georgia but get caught in marijuana in the state of Colorado and get 2 different sentences and get nothing. One gets nothing. One gets a whole, dishonorable, not dishonorable, but violation of probation. You know what I mean? Or some other shit that you can get. So one thing that I don't believe in, if you're not effectively approaching these 5 things, I'm not with you. Mass incarceration is 1. Miseducation is 2. Gentrification. Let me see. Access to wealth is a major one. I think the last one was police brutality.
Yes.
If you're not attacking these 5 things in the black community, I'm not voting for you. And there's not one candidate that we have that are attacking all 5. They attack maybe 3 of them and then attack the alternative for not attacking the other 2.
So, if you did, who is it? Trump and Biden? What's his name? Joe Biden?
Joe Biden. So Joe Biden is like, he's like the type of evil that hides in your face. You know what I mean? So he basically, I feel, will have a certain agenda, and if his agenda does not fit the black community's agenda, he's gonna go with his agenda. That's the basic Democratic Party. With Obama, same shit. Now with Trump, I just think he's gonna do whatever the fuck he wanna do. Period. You know, we're gonna expect it though.
Yeah.
You know, too. You know, we're gonna expect exactly that. And a lot of the lower, I guess not lower income, but a lot of us who are not high or top rate income are making a lot more money right now. They're getting a lot more opportunities to get access to wealth. What they do with it is their own decision. You know what I mean? But they now have access to get this type of wealth. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm just like,
so why do
know.
you think this year they're just pushing vote? Like we have
any
the
year that there's
NFL.
power is
The
power.
NFL has shut down their stadiums and made them into polls. Like, it's all over the commercials. We have celebrities, like people that you didn't even think that would actually just stand up and be a voice and just vote. Like, why do you think they're just pushing it so hard?
It's the power, basically. That's what it is. Now, the power is what's making it to where these people.
What the hell did you just turn on?
My bad. You told me not to touch that shit. That was rule number 5. My bad. But the power is that the red has had the flag for much longer than the blue has had the flag. You know what I mean? So because of that, it's more like, let me see. It's more like who's, battle against the sexes. Who's gonna get the flag this time, you know, and it doesn't care about the people, it's care about the agenda. That's what's most important. And if their agenda is mostly towards, again, I'm being selfish, not helping our community, I'm not going to give them my vote. And I have, again, specifics that I'm doing. Like me personally, I have a nonprofit that I'm working with in Gwinnett, PowerFit. We're working with different kids to try and help that community. I want to bring it to the east side as well, you know what I mean, and connect with people on this side. But I want to change the information our kids are getting in school because they're being lied to. I have a 5-year-old. I have a 9-year-old in school. I have to deprogram them from the things they're being taught to go back to those things and not have to learn that as well.
I just feel like this is not what our ancestors really stood for, because we still don't have a voice. You know, we still, I mean, look at what's going on. I mean, the police are still killing us. They still beating the crap out of us when they want to, how they want to. It's like, this is not what my ancestors just really fought so hard for. I mean, that's just what I feel.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't really, you know, stand for something that, you know, because, you know, I'm all for my ancestors and my
That's cool.
You know,
I like
so.
that. I'm off my black sisters too. Another thing, like one guy.
Why they won't put no woman our president?
Well, I don't have an opinion on that period. I feel like
why? This is the opinionated show. This is what we do. Like, you're not gonna be criticized. Exactly. You're not gonna be criticized. You're not gonna be judged. Like, I feel a woman can be president.
Yeah.
And I just might register to vote then.
Okay. There you go.
Because I'm gonna stand for my women.
I would definitely agree with my one of my favorite guys that I listen to all the time, Dr. Umar Johnson. That as a black man, you know what I mean, we need to create this more of understanding of how powerful our black women are, which is why I like to talk to our young black men. I like to, you know, reach them. I like to speak to them. If we see them going through altercations and things, I like to have talks with them, you know what I mean, to know that we don't have to be angry with each other to have a conversation. We can talk to each other and be calm and get our disagreements out and just show that we can be better as a black man, you know, for our black women, for our black families to be more united, for us to be lifted as a community, you know what I mean? So I'm very selfish when it comes to this poll this year. If it ain't about, I promise you, I'm not saying I won't vote. I'm just saying I'm not voting on anyone who are not giving me those 5 things to my community. Because if you're Hispanic, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna weigh which person is gonna give you more. Same as if you're Caucasian or Asian, whatever. You're gonna weigh what candidate is gonna give you and your people more of a chance.
You know, I keep my ear to the streets. You know, I stay in these streets. And, you know, they just say Biden is more racist than Trump. But I'm like, well, how if, you know, if Obama is like backing him up and, you know, so...
They're backing the idea that he may change or something like that. But you got to think, like, the search and frisk that people used to hate back in the day, you know what I mean, especially in New York, you know what I mean, that came from him. That a lot of the things to his counterpart, you know, Hillary, was one of some of the things she initiated back in her Congress days, initiated us looking and being dehumanized as like terrorists. You know what I mean? So a lot of those things that creates mass incarceration was created by the people who are running in this race right now on the Democratic side. So for them to come and of course they said they've done things and released maybe hundreds of inmates, but there are a lot more who are still incarcerated, you know what I mean, still going through the system. So they need a systematic change, and again, it's either we create a new one, and I'm not going to participate and I'm not going to settle. I was telling one of my friends, she was like, why you ain't vote yet? I'm like, bro, I've been raised as a black man, you know, especially coming up in an urban community, like being young, not, you know what I'm saying, and you have to give up your virginity at a certain age, you know what I mean, you got to give up yourself, you got, you know, be taught as a black man to respect yourself. So now, as a black man, now that I have black men I have to raise and teach them to respect themselves, I'm taking it all the way around, including into this vote. I'm not settling. Just like if I'm a bad bitch who got it, I'm not gonna sit here and fuck with no broke nigga who can't take me on a big vacation. I'm fucking with a nigga who gonna give me all the parameters. Same shit. I'm not gonna settle. Either you gonna give me everything or I'm not going for nothing. I'll just be lonely. You know what I mean? But at least I know that I got my back, because I'm gonna continue to fight for those 5 things to be decreased. Mass incarceration, as much as possible as I can. You know what I mean? Miseducation in our school systems.
What about the education though? Like, what about the education though? Like,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it's just like everything that you hear in the history books is one-sided.
it is.
It's from the side of the American. You know what I mean? And not until I got to college I didn't realize how to look at things in history from a point of view of the people who lost in each battle. You know what I mean? Or the other sides, or the victims of each battle, you know? Versus the people who won and the oppressors. You know? So and if you go through a lot of our history, it's just been destroyed, and it's by so many things, and the gentrification is the worst part of it. I used to tell myself growing up that I wanted to move out of the east side because I didn't want my kids growing up in the area that I grew up, dealing with the shit I want to deal with.
Yeah.
But then I started thinking, well, I'm sitting here taking my tax dollars, my hard work and learned and knowledge and wisdom that I learned from this area, and taking it to a whole nother area instead of putting it back into the people that I've affected and left.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a mentality thing. We gotta stand as a people right now. You know, don't settle.
Well, I will say, you know, the black community is, you know, standing for this whole vote in this election, because, you know, I see that we have a lot of blacks that are like, vote, vote,
Yes.
vote. Like, you know, they're
But it's
posting their
not
pictures.
even only that. It's like vote for, not just because you have a right to vote. You know what I mean? But think about your vote. Think about what it's going to do. Pick somebody, research yourself. That's a lot. That's a cool thing. People are waking up.
You know, a lot of black people are for Trump though.
Yeah, that was surprising to me.
It was very
That was
surprising to me
me.
too as well. But
That was
hey,
surprising.
to each his own, you know, hey, it is what it is, you know. I mean,
This race has it so fucked up to where people who down Trump normally in this type of situation just bandwagon on the other guy, but they're also down in Biden. I'm sorry. I always call him Biden because he's
I
bidding
know,
up his
right?
ass to get the fuck up out of here, bro. We don't need you. No, Biden. But Biden. Some people are also talking shit about the things that he's saying. I guess he's pro or anti-abortion, but he's pro like taking our tax dollars and throwing them towards people who are not working for them anymore. You know what I mean? Which I guess was the whole ideal behind us paying taxes, but that doesn't, you know.
so what is Purdue?
Purdue, I think he's going for Senate, the U.S. Senate in Georgia. He's one of those, and he's going against John Ossoff. So I haven't looked at every single. There's a lot of candidates going on. There's a lot of different categories going on, but I've definitely heard a lot about John Ossoff, and the crazy stuff that you're hearing about him. I don't know. It's really, I don't know what's going on with this Republican Party, but they're getting bold right now. They're coming for people's throats, and it's just funny.
I know those commercials be
It is
those
so-
commercials be so funny though.
The
like
debates, I be crying.
I'm sorry, I can't even speak on those because I really, honestly, I'm not even following it because, like I say, you know, this is really not my thing or whatnot. But I just know that it's a big topic, and a lot of black people, they have their opinions on it, but they can't really, you know, they can't voice their opinions, or they don't really have a platform to really stand on with, you know, talking about voting and politics. But like I say, this year I've seen it has like really went up.
True, it's kind of like them days, the time where we did, not we, but P. Diddy did his campaign of Vote or Die. It's similar to that, because that was on, what was that? the year Obama was? What was that?
Probably
Bush. Might have been Bush. I'm not sure which one it was, but I remember during that campaign, they caused so many more people to vote that wouldn't normally vote. You know what I mean? And that was like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. So, I mean, I believe in us protecting our rights. I just don't believe in us being propaganda subjects, doing whatever someone tells us we gotta do. You know what I mean? That's the worst part about our people in this day. They're like drones to media. Like, media tells you to eat meat, you're gonna eat meat. Media tells you to be a vegan, now you start eating soy. Media tells you to go buy up a whole bunch of tissue, now you're buying tissue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that media will control people's minds, and that's the part of it that I wanted to be taken out of this whole situation. Just you be independent thinkers again. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, this race is really preying on people who are not like that. I think that's how they got a lot of black people on Trump. These what's they called?
I don't know.
Conspiracy theorists is what they call it. So it's basically a people who distrust the government. Normally us, because a lot of times through history, like I said, through education, they've lied to us. People who are miseducated has distrust education because they've developed in their life more off of other stuff than they did in education or the stuff they learned in school. So now it's like the school shit was a waste of fucking time, and I learned more this time. So now they distrust everything. So it's easier for someone to give them this piece of the government's lying to you and this is the truth. And if you watch all the conspiracy stuff, it's making Trump look like a savior or a hero.
Wanna know who I vote for? I'm gonna vote for whoever gonna get my $1,200. The stimulus check. That's who I'm gonna.
That's Trump for you though.
That's who I want to know. Who is fin to give out these $1,200? I need my money.
That is Trump.
We've been waiting for this second stimulus check to drop. Who gonna give out the money? Trump gonna give me the $1,200.
Trump gonna give you that $1,200.
Right, so you telling me I gotta vote for Trump to get my $1,200?
Hey, that's what they saying. That's what they saying. You know?
Well, you know, maybe if he give me about $2,000.
Okay, you might get some.
He might go ahead and get, berries down at a. Yeah, I vote for him then.
Exactly.
But I just wanted to have a talk, and see, the black community views on it and where we stand on election day. I mean, some people, the thing that really gets me now too is the mail-in your ballot.
I've never heard of such. Like, it just recently
never heard. Okay, I know Corona has everything, fucked up or whatever the case may be. But that whole mail in your ballot, I don't know about that. It seems kind of, are they gonna? But they say that they checking and they doing this and they checking signatures and they making sure it's. I don't know. It still seems kind of creaky to me.
But you gotta understand, we do not elect the president. We do not select who is president.
So who select the president?
The electoral votes.
Oh.
And the electoral house is the one who selects them.
Teach me, honey, because I need to learn.
I mean, it's a good idea to see who has the popular vote, but when it comes down to making the decision who's going to be in house, we don't make that decision. Now, when it comes to state elections and state officials and things like that, we do have more control over that. And again, that's the mentality behind it. You control who comes into the local. You can allow them to push up, and just sooner or later they become who's.
I think these people want me to move. Where you want me to go to, ma'am? She need to get right now. Okay.
Good.
We sorry, y'all. We just got off work, and then the time change, and the night. So we had to find us some lighting, whatever the case may be.
Unapologetically. So what I mean, we doing this for y'all.
Yes.
We want y'all to know different perspective. We want this conversation to be sparked We want this understanding to be reflected on what's going on. So we're doing this for y'all. Like
We do this for the people.
unapologetic. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I'm sorry. You know, our first video, you know, it had to come like this, but we're getting the message out to you. That's all that matters. Like, you know, whether you decide you don't want to vote, you do want to vote, you know, it's your choice. You know, we're not here to judge you. You know, we're just here to give our opinion on what we feel or what we think, you know, about this election this year, you know.
I'm gonna judge you though. If you settle, I'm gonna judge you. We bad bitches now. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna be mad at the people they put Trump back in the office?
I'll be mad if you just pick Biden just because you don't like Trump. Look at the facts.
You know what? That's what's going on though. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna
Trump
do.
because you don't like Biden. Look at the facts, guys. Look at what's going on. If it comes down to it, don't choose anyone if you can't, you know, choose one. If it comes between the lesser evil, just don't choose anyone. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you don't have to.
So you said choose wisely.
There you go. I'm glad.
Choose wisely.
Mother Teresa.
Choose wisely. I mean, you know, it's totally up to, you know, and especially the younger generation too.
True that.
You know, we definitely should educate them. You know, I don't know how old you is, but you know, I ain't. Mama's not that old.
Okay.
But you know, I mean, just have a voice and voice your opinion. You know, don't be scared to stand up what you believe in.
True.
You know, it's your life. You gotta live it. You know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So, with that being said, today is election day. Did you vote?
Get it.
If you didn't vote, let us know why you chose not to vote. Let us know why you chose to vote. And if you're not scared to tell us who you picked and why, let us know. Like, let's just talk. Let's have the conversation.
It's not like it matters anyway. You're not picking the president, so it's okay to tell us who you pick.
Does your vote really count? Does your vote really count?
I was going to end it with that look. Yeah.
Does your vote really count? Does my vote count? They said that, you know, they used to say, well, your vote would have, you probably was that one. I don't think so. I
want to go back to that person and really see what you did for a living. You probably was a politician, you know, trying to catch me up with them lies you be telling.
I know politics is, you know, it's real. It's real, but I feel, you know, it's just the white man giving them more control over, you know, our lives. And, you know, what they dictate what we can and cannot do.
The crazy part about it is they don't even have control. The control does not come from either side. You know, I think it was W.E. Du Bois who quoted this. Control doesn't come from the Republic or the Democrats. It comes from the person who has the money. That's the person who's making the control. That's the person.
So you tell me, if I had $1 million right now, I could put myself in politics?
I got a little more.
I gotta have.
They big boy chipping over there.
I know, cause Trump, he got that check. Like, Trump, holla at your girl.
The man doesn't even get paid for being president. He acts not to get any revenue from being president because he has his own money. You know what I mean? So it's not about the presidential income. It's about the power that he has and the ability to have control over things. You know? And he's definitely fucking some shit up because shit has been crazy for a long time. You know what I mean? And again, if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna learn certain tactics from what he does well. The fact that he hadn't paid taxes or paid that little in taxes in so long is incredible to me. Wow, how do you do that? Teach me. You know, so when I get my millions up, I can learn how not to pay that shit back either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, why would you get mad at that shit? Like, teach me.
Okay, you guys. Did you go and vote today? Does your vote really count? Let us know. Like the people, we want to know what's going on out here.
I want to know.
You know, this was fun. I really appreciate. I gotta have you back. Like,
anytime.
You know, we'll be covering and going over a number of things. Domestic violence is a topic that I'll be going over. Police brutality is something that I'll be going over.
I'm going to March. January, February, March.
You're a talker. So I would definitely have to have you back. A good topic that I would definitely like to reach out to and talk about fatherless men.
Yes.
Like men that grew up without their dads.
Definitely.
So I would definitely like to bring you back.
Well endowed. I would. Hey, shake on it.
Thank you. You ain't got corona, do you?
Nah.
I got some sanitizer.
Nah. But if I did, garlic, ginger.
They help.
Do not be afraid of COVID-19.
What you
Do
mean?
not be afraid of COVID-19.
I'm surprised I let you in my damn car without your mask
I know
on.
of different people.
Oh, he's tripping now.
No. And the reason why I know that is not because for a while now, it's been a while since I've ate meat. I don't eat meat anymore, so that's not something I do. But even if I did, I don't eat cheese, I don't eat dairy, I don't eat shit that causes mucus, barely eat bread. You know what I mean? I don't eat a lot of processed foods. I eat a lot of onions, I eat a lot of garlic, you drink tea, and I put ginger in my tea every day. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for years now, at least 2 years, since I stopped paying for medical insurance. So at least 2 years I've been doing this. I have not got sick. My son got corona in November of last year, before he was even public.
Wow.
2 days straight, fever, wouldn't eat.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But once I didn't take him to any hospital because I don't believe in taking this man to hospitals. But the fever broke the second day after just giving him the tea that I make with pineapple, carrots, ginger, and garlic. That's all I do. Gave it to him. We eat soups all year because I cook all my food. And again, we stay away from processed foods.
Guess what?
Eat more whole foods. You're good.
You want to know how I didn't catch corona? Hennessy.
Hennessy and tequila. Both for them, so some killers, right? They
Hennessy helped me from not catching corona.
That's it. There's the hidden agenda. Look for it.
Hennessy helped me, y'all. Y'all been drinking our Hennessy.
Hey.
Y'all don't want corona. Drink your Hennessy.
You know, for a while, Hennessy was gone for a little bit. They wasn't bringing it in the States. You know why?
You know
It
why?
was a cure.
That's why I didn't get you. But you guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. This is all the time that we have on our first show. It was a success. Thank you, Rudy, for coming and being my guest. He might be my co-host, y'all. I might flip this thing all the way around.
In the life,
you feel me? The Riding with Barry show, y'all, is real. It's not scripted. It's not rehearsed. It's just real.
Authentic, you know what I mean?
Authentic. I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one. So you guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your sisters, tell your brothers. Did you subscribe to my show?
I'm going to.
Oh,
because guess what?
Get out. Look,
guess
I
what?
will put your ass out the car.
No, I'm there. I had to get
I will put your ass out the car. That's another rule too. Like, you get in my car talking that bullshit, your ass will get put out. Like on 285, like, bro, I will put you out. I'll call you an Uber though.
Oh, that's love.
I'll call an Uber and tell them to come and pick you up. But you can't get in here talking that bullshit, like, for real, because I'll put your ass out. But again, you guys, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on IG, The Riding with Barry Show. Let the people know how to find you, because I seen your IG, boy.
Yes, it is.
You kind of fit.
Let's go.
You look good.
You can follow me at IG. It's _M_over_M. That stands for Mind Over Matter.
Oh, you so smart.
Hey, but don't mind.
You
It really
so
don't matter.
Smart.
That's
You
it.
cute too. You single?
Yes, I am.
Oh, he's single. Yeah, he's single. You
Ready to
looking for
work.
somebody?
Ready to work.
You know what? That might be my next Barry. Find you a date. Y'all know I'm crazy, y'all. Like, for real. But for real, y'all. We're just having conversing. Somebody told me to say conversing. So we will just be conversing about different topics. Today was a success. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it.
Hey, we got to do for our own, man.
The conversation was good. It was real. It was deep. I appreciate it. You voicing your opinion and letting people know what's really going on out here in the world.
Though, as a black man, I want to make sure this message to all y'all.
Please let them know.
Support your black women. Period.
Look.
I have a daughter who's 9 years old. She's my oldest child. So if you do not have the support for your black women, our civilization or our community is going to be destroyed. Support your black women. Vice versa, because I'm a man, so I already know that I'm going to appropriate support for us, because that's just who I am. But I'm not a black woman. So I have to speak out for us towards them. Support your black women. Let's do it. Lift them up. Let's go.
Again. Oh, sorry, y'all. Y'all know I gotta have my hookah. Y'all know I don't go nowhere without no hookah now.
Tote.
So how was it? Let the people know how the experience was. Your first,
No, it was awesome. I watch podcasts all the time. That's just me, because I'm really big on information. I read a few books. I'm trying to think the latest ones I'm reading now. I'm picking back up Rich Dad Poor Dad. Also picking up Dirty Little Secrets. I'm picking up another one that says Black Label White Wealth. That's another good one, because really we gotta stop putting money in other people's pockets. Put money in our community, and what that means is not just support black people, but the people who are being supported, who are making the money. Put that money back in our communities too.
Well, listen, I need you to support all of my businesses, because I got Barry's Kitchen.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I be cooking, but I can't cook the food that you want, because you don't eat meat now. I cook food for the soul.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Soul food, bet. Please
support, Barry's Kitchen. She's still out there. And then my clothing line will be coming out ASAP. A successful ass person.
Get some athletic gear in there. I'll be your first athletic model up in that guy. You know what I mean? All the way.
I'm gonna be big, y'all. I'm gonna be big. But again, we getting off the topic. This was our time. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe. Riding with Barry, the Riding with Barry show, y'all. Thank you. We love you. This is our time. We out. Peace.